Okay, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Retrograde Entropy, back for another day with chronic fatigue. Although less chronic fatigue, I think, than when I started. I was taking stock, I guess you call it taking stock, last night, um, and actually about the way I feel. And the way I feel is kind of more motivated. I definitely feel like chronic fatigue isn't dragging me down. Like I have to, you know, I have to push myself through any sort of chronic fatigue. I feel like it's sort of backed off a bit, and I actually want to go out. I want to go out and I want to go do walking more. I want to do a lot more computer game stuff. Um, so it feels like my motivation is a fair bit higher. Now, it's still, I think physically, I'm still having a bit of problems. There was a weird dripping behind my washing machine this morning, and I had to pull it out and check. And it was the hot water tap, which I don't use hot water washers, so I just turned it off. But even bending down, looking behind the washing machine, having to pull the washing machine out so I could see it better, that tired me a little bit. So I felt that. So yeah, so I'm definitely not cured, but hopefully, if I increase my physical fitness over time, then stuff like that, which is the stuff I usually avoid, so it's not a huge problem, but stuff like that may become easier, less tiring, whatever. I did decide not to do my shopping today. Not really to do with the washing machine. I was just like, I was looking at my fridge, figuring out what I needed to buy, and I was like, oh, I've got enough meals for today and tomorrow. I could skip shopping if I wanted to and do it tomorrow instead. Which, uh, you know what? I've actually got a thing on. I was supposed to do the shopping today because I got a thing on Tuesday. Um, that's all right. I forgot about that for a sec. I could do the shopping later today, later this morning, but I'll leave it on Monday. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, I'll come clean, I guess. So yeah, the reason I'm not doing shopping today is I already drove down to the shopping centre this morning. Um, and yeah, so basically what happened was I was driving behind somebody else waiting at the lights to go into the one lane road, and it's kind of like this bit that it splits and then meets again. So I was driving behind this guy. He wasn't too slow, but for some reason I really wanted to get past him. I'm a little bit of an angry driver. I'm going to be honest. And yeah, so a little bit of an angry driver. So I thought when the split came, he went one way, I went the other, because I thought I'd try and get around him and get in front of him. Uh, to be honest, I don't know why. Just have this. I really hate driving behind slow people. I absolutely hate it. And then what happens is the people who drive at normal speed, I'm like, oh, they could slow down at any point, so I should try and get in front of them. So anyway, I went around the other way. Um, I got in front of him, but it was a bit close, and he honked his horn at me, and I think he was a bit faster than I originally anticipated because I was about to turn in. He was coming down. There was a speed hump in front of him, so I thought, oh, okay, I've got time to pull in front of him because he'll slow down for the speed hump. But he didn't slow down for the speed hump as much as I thought he was going to. So yeah, he honked his horn at me. It was a little bit close. It was definitely my bad. I shouldn't have done it. And yeah, then I parked and he parked, and I sat in my car for a few minutes because I was like waiting for him to go, and he sat in his car for a few minutes because he was waiting for me to come out so he could yell at me, apparently. That's the only thing I can think of. And then finally he got out of his car after like 5 minutes and went in, and I was like, oh God, I don't want to do a confrontation. Like this is Asperger's 101. Like you don't want to have an angry confrontation with somebody, especially when it's your fault, when you've done something wrong. So it's a bit cowardish, I guess. But yeah, that sort of stuff just stresses me out so much. So it's stress with meeting this guy and having him have a go at me. And on the other side, I just feel like crap because I shouldn't have cut him off. I shouldn't have done it. So driving tends to be an ongoing problem with me. Because like most of the time I'm fine, but if I'm stuck behind somebody and they're slow, then it really, really bothers me. It really just annoys me. It makes me very, very angry. And that's what most of my problems come through with driving, is just being so angry when I'm behind somebody slow. And I think it is an Asperger's problem, because Asperger's, a lot of it is control. You want to control your situation. You don't want people. It's like somebody coming into your house and screwing with your stuff. Except with Asperger's, it's you driving along the road and having to deal with other people. Driving is one of those things where you're forced to socialize with other people, where you want to or not. And socializing is like, this car is here and this car is here, and they have to deal with each other. And so forced socialization is not great. It's not a great concept for a person with Asperger's. You kind of just want to do your own thing and not be affected by anybody else, which means that if you're stuck behind slow people, you get very angry. So that's me. I get very angry, and then it sort of extrapolates itself to the point where I'm trying to cut off somebody who's not actually that slow. So yes, I got to work on that though. I gotta just relax. I think I just got to relax and say, if the trip takes longer, the trip takes longer, which I've been trying to do, but it's an ongoing struggle. Just when you least expect it, it comes back, and it's just like, oh, got to do this, got to do that, blah, blah, blah. It's very annoying. So anyway, I basically sat in the parking lot. He walked in, I waited for another couple of minutes, then I just drove home straight away. I figure I got the groceries, I can do it tomorrow. It's going to suck doing the groceries Monday and the thing Tuesday, the Parents' Day Tuesday, but it's not the first time I've done 2 things in a row. So yeah, I could also do my shopping later this afternoon, but then that would make it harder to cook, I guess. So I guess I'll do it tomorrow. But yeah, I feel like shit. I know when I've done the wrong thing, and yeah, I mean, it would suck apologizing to him, but I would apologize to him, absolutely. If he came up and he said, what's your problem? I would say, look, I'm sorry, it was my bad. But that's beside the point. I just don't want to be face to face with an angry person. That just stresses me out so much. So yeah, so avoided that. Not my finest moment. Definitely not my finest moment. Neither the cutting off, nor the driving home to avoid this person. Definitely not my finest moments. But it's something that I got to work on. And my plan has always been take care of chronic fatigue and then take care of Asperger's. And there's a whole range of different Asperger's issues that I need to deal with, that I've just been putting off and saying I'm not going to deal with these because chronic fatigue is more important. But getting back to where I was at the start of the video, I think I am definitely better. I'm not sure if I'm cured yet. It's still the thing with the washing machine, which is very minor, but that may be just physical fitness. But I don't feel like chronic fatigue is holding me back from anything to do with the computer or walking. So when the weather gets better for like a couple of months, I'm going to do more and more walking. I'm going to build up my physical fitness, which I suppose does impact chronic fatigue as well. So yeah, I'm going to build that up. Hopefully I start to lose weight as well. If I'm doing a fair bit of exercise and I'm still eating the same stuff, then I should start to lose weight. I'm like 15, 20 kilos overweight at the moment from what I possibly could be. Probably about 15 at my age. I'm 95. I used to be like 70 in uni, but I don't think I'm going to get anywhere near that. I'll probably just 80 would be nice at this point. But I'm 95, so definitely would want to lose that. And if I start doing a lot of walking and I don't increase my diet, then that should work out. But then again, might have to go to 3 meals. Definitely still thinking about going to 3 meals. Luckily, last week, no food really made me crook. I did feel a bit crook this morning. I'm not sure from what, though. I feel like all my meat was fine. I couldn't put a pin on anything that was specifically making me crook. I was feeling a little bit crook a couple of days, but not really crook. It's more the, yeah, I'm not going to talk about that particular thing on YouTube, but you might be able to figure out what I'm talking about. But yeah, I never actually felt crook. Never felt like I got stomach ache or anything like that. So yeah, it's mostly good. Mostly all right. So anyway, I'm going to finish this video off now. So I got a bit of a rest day today, I guess, and then shopping tomorrow. And yeah, not too much else. Another couple of bad days in terms of weather. I really don't want to go out and walk when it's really cold, like less than 15. 15 is okay if it's sunny, but when you're in the shade and there's a bit of wind, it's just not fun. So what I might start doing is I do a minute on the exercise machine every morning, and if it's completely a crap day and I can't really go walking outside, I might do a couple more runs on that, maybe like an extra minute, 2 minutes over the course of the day or something like that, just to keep my physical fitness up. Won't be getting the fresh air, but at least I'll keep the physical fitness up, and we'll see how that goes. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. I'm glad I didn't lie to, well, I guess my mum's the only person watching these videos, so I guess it's good that I didn't lie to my mum, so that's always great. But yeah, okay, I'm done. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.